I would say it's definitely challenging to survive on the stipend, but it's possible. You can do it. I think one important thing is housing with other people that you know, or just finding someone else to room with. It's kind of hard in the Bay Area to room by yourself. So you can try things like Craigslist or friends of friends, or even talking to different colleagues or coworkers here to find people that you can room with, because that definitely makes rent a lot easier. There's also one great thing about the Bay Area is there's a lot of fun, like free or low fee stuff to do. It may not seem like that because going out can be kind of expensive, but there's this great website called SF Fun Cheap, and then I think there's ones for the East Bay too. But they have a list of every weekend, tons of like free and low fee stuff that you can do around the Bay Area that's fun and kind of easier way to do self-care, to do fun things on a budget. So that's another tip that I have.
Well, surviving on the stipend is very difficult. Not gonna lie, it's not a lot. I made it work. Luckily, I was working, doing some consulting at Arizona State University, where my PhD is from, and I was connected with some funded projects there. So I was doing a little bit of consulting throughout the year, so that helped to have the extra income. And also my partner was able to move here with me, and so she was working too, and it's a little bit easier when you're doing it together. So yeah, it was helpful to have somebody else to kind of share some of the expenses with, but it can be very difficult to survive on the stipend. I wouldn't sugarcoat it, especially for folks who have less privilege and maybe may come from lower income backgrounds or have other financial responsibilities. It can be very hard.
Yeah, surviving on the stipend certainly was, I don't know, it was challenging at times, I would say. I'm from the Midwest as well, and so it was a little bit of a culture shock, I suppose, adjusting to the cost of living out here. And I just had to make a number of different decisions around maybe a few lifestyle changes, but I was also used to being a graduate student and living off of a low stipend in the first place. So it didn't really feel like a big shift for me when I moved out here. I suppose one of the main expenses was housing, and just made some decisions around housing that helped out with that. I know there's a lot of different options for finding roommates and living in places, so just community housing options that make it a little bit more affordable.